matchup, and we get set to the final stretch of the 2024-25 B.LEAGUE regular season. ALVARK Tokyo hosts Chiba Jets, with both clubs looking to keep hold of their automatic playoff places over the final 13 games of the campaign. I'm Tim Long, a pleasure being alongside you for this one here at the Yoyogi National Gymnasium, this passionate crowd behind the home team. A building that holds over 8,000 spectators. They've arrived here early for this one, ready to go, ready to roar. And their team in good form, and with a two-win gap between themselves and third place in the Central Division. Their guests from only around 30 kilometers east of this side of the capital, also second in their division, but with only a one-win gap in the Eastern Conference. For these two teams, this is game 48 of a 60-game regular season in the Japanese top tier. 3 divisions of 8 teams. The top 2 from each group make the playoffs and the chance to challenge for the championship. And then the next best couple of teams, third place finishers, get wildcard tickets to also make the postseason. So somebody who finishes third in one of the groups is going to miss out, but these two teams both in fact well placed that if they do slip down from second in their respective divisions, they should make the playoffs even as a third place finisher, given the low number of wins of the team currently third in the Western Conference. Finishing as high as possible though is imperative, with as good a record as possible. That crucial to carving the right path through the postseason. The lower the seed, the tougher the matchup in the quarterfinals. Here's a look at the full rosters. First for ALVARK Tokyo. In good form. 5 wins in their last 6, 10 wins in their last 12. And that's despite key centre Arturas Gudaitis leaving the club by mutual consent towards the start of that run. Last Saturday, they had their 4-game win streak ended with a 6-point defeat to Fighting Eagles Nagoya, but they bounced straight back the following day with a 4-point win against the same opponents. They're led by Dainius Adomaitis, a 51-year-old Lithuanian. A man who, as a player, won the EuroLeague Championship historically with Žalgiris in 1999. As for the travelling team from just down the road, Chiba Jets, good form for them as well. They come into this game on a 4-game win streak and having won 11 of their last 13 since the 1st of February to climb into the top 2 in the East. They've hit 90-plus points in 6 of those 11 wins, and last weekend beat Kawasaki Brave Thunders by 6, 90-84, and then by 36, 104-68. That was the biggest win of their season. Look at some of the players ahead of this one. Naiko Tashiro, number 4 for the travelling team. Get the starting 5s a little closer to tip-off here. The players getting ready, their final warm-ups and preparations. The Jets coached by Trevor Gleeson, the Australian, who arrives in the Japanese top tier this season after 3 years in the NBA as an assistant with the Bucks and the Raptors. He previously won 5 NBL championships in an 8-year tenure with the Perth Wildcats. Introduction of the starting 5 for the Jets. Yuki Togashi, averaging a league 7th best, 5.1 assists a game, as well as 14.3 points. He's the number 2. We've seen Tashiro, the number 4, already only averages 15 minutes a game. The number 10, DJ Hogue, a key player, 15.2 points, 2nd best on the team, 6.1 rebounds, 3rd best on the team, 1.2 steals to lead the team, 1 block per game as well. John Mooney and Chris Smith, other key American players. Chris Smith, a team high in league 14th best, 16.4 per game average. Mooney 13.2 points and a league 2nd best, 10.8 rebounds, as well as a league 5th best, 3.5 offensive boards. The lights down and the atmosphere up for the introduction of the home team, ALVARK Tokyo.
今日完売なんで、熱い試合みんなに届けて、安藤ふざけてますけど、試合はちゃんとやると思います。応援よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
They're all pumped up and ready for the opening tip here in the Japanese capital. Steve Jack, first out in the starting five. Look at their team there. We'll get the starting five in a moment as well. Kay Taves, key for them creatively, 5.8 assists a game, 5th in the B.LEAGUE this season. Number 11, Sebastian Saiz, leads the team in scoring 14.1 points per game, second best of 6.6 rebounds and 2.7 offensive rebounds. Ryan Rossiter, what an incredible year in the B.LEAGUE he is having. Team third best, 11.9 points, league fourth best of 10.1 rebounds and 3 offensive rebounds a game. The team second best, 4.2 assists, and a league ninth best, 1.6 steals, doing a lot of everything. There is your starting five for the home team. Kay Taves, we've talked about Shuto Ando in there as well, averages 8.4 points. Last time out had 18 points. Number 75, Taiki Osakabe, is averaging 8.5 points, knocking down 42% of his three-point shots. Potential blow for ALVARK Tokyo here this afternoon, though. One of their key players, their second top scorer and their third best rebounder, Leo Mendel, does not look ready to compete. Confirmation of your starting fives for both of these teams ahead of this game 48 out of 60 in the regular season for these two playoff hopefuls here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE. Looking at the numbers ahead of this one, a clash of styles in the capital. The Jets, the better offensive team, averaging a league fourth best, 82.4 points a game, while shooting better percentages in all categories. But ALVARK, the very best defense in the competition, allow their opponents only 71.1 points on average. So that is more than 11 points lower than the average tally of their guests here tonight. They also crashed the glass to rank 6th in offensive rebounds, score more second chance points than Chiba Jets. Will it be the unstoppable force of the Chiba offense or the immovable object of the ALVARK defense here in Tokyo this afternoon? The players out onto the court, ready for the opening tip. You see the number 31, Shooter Hara for the Jets there, a player we've not talked about yet in their starting lineup. The B-League all-first teamer a couple of seasons ago. Had 6 assists with 0 turnovers in the last game. Players and teams coming into this big game in fine form. The home team in the black, the travelling team only 30 kilometres east of the capital in the white. And a fantastic atmosphere for the opening possession of this one. Pull-up three-point shot, knocked down to raise the roof already. What a way to set the tone. Shuto Ando looking to shoot the lights out early on. 18 points in the last game. Picks up right where he left off. Attacking a packed paint but not converting. The Jets on their first possession. Rossiter going coast to coast and dropping it off delightfully. And the big man with the dime, and Saiz scores. So 5 and a flash for ALVARK. Here's Togashi. Pulls the defense out. Quick ball movement, beautiful ball movement. But not the score at the end of it still after the nice kick out from Mooney. So over so far for the Jets. And ALVARK perfect so far. Rossiter passes on the perimeter. Osaka beat too heavy. Kebe off the mark, first miss for the hosts, and that offers the transition opportunity to stop the rock for the guests. Shooter Harrop quickly down the floor, slicing and dicing the defense in transition. Both teams starting lively though in terms of creating shots. The home team not knocking them down with back-to-back misses, but get the second chance opportunity. Air ball on the 3, telegraphed by Mooney underneath. Chance for back-to-back scores to get back in touch for Chiba. Out of bounds, frustratingly so for the hosts. They were hoping it might be their ball. Genius Adamaitis, the Lithuanian head coach of the home team. And backed in for back-to-back scores for Shooter Harrop. He's got all 4 points so far for the Jets. The first 5 in this game coming from ALVARK, the last 4 coming from their guests here in the capital. From the elbow, Saiz, too long. A sequence of misses now for Tokyo. Chance for the first lead. High catch, Mooney wanted the foul, didn't get it. After pass that time from Togashi. He initially threatened to pull the trigger. He's got a big job on defense now. Mismatch underneath, nice spin, not the score though for Osakabe. They scored their first 2 trips down the floor, ALVARK. They haven't scored since. Chance for the lead again for the Jets. Nice pass, that one not so much. Now in transition, Taves taking it right to the goal and off the backboard to stop the drought. Now Taves, the 26-year-old point guard, the 5th most creative player in the B-League this season, gets the points that time. He can do it all. Ball going through multiple hands for the home team here. Taves looking to show his creative powers again. Out to this near side. This is Ando. And then Saiz goes glass again. Back to back off the backboard to get the offense back moving for ALVARK Tokyo and to restore that 5-point advantage. Quick hands from Rossiter in the passing lane as well. 9th in the league for steals, 1.6 a game. The 35-year-old big man has got such an impressive all-round stat line. Zaparatsky coming in, only averages 11.5 minutes a game, but he played 19.5 in the last game. Put up some helpful numbers. So we've had a first 4 minutes of runs here, the first 5 points from the home team, the next 4 from the away team, and now the last 5 again from the home team. Chris Smith attacking and drawing contact, will go to the line for 2. Second foul on the hosts. To Watanabe for the guests. Today, no Leo Mendel. For ALVARK Tokyo, also, of course, no Arturas Gudaitis after he recently left the club, but that has not stopped them. They've built momentum since. Rossiter, good emotion offense again. From ALVARK Tokyo, delightful basketball. Finding the hot hand of Rossiter inside. They put the first foul on Chiba Jets on Chris Smith. Chance of the largest lead so far here. Nice movement again, off ball blocked though by Smith, who bites back on Rossiter. Rossiter will come again, another second chance scoring opportunity. And Rossiter wasn't going to miss 2 in a row. The man who had a triple-double just a couple of weeks ago. 7 the lead now, the largest so far. And that lead best defense of ALVARK Tokyo, holding the 4th best offense to just 4 points in 5 minutes. That's been the platform from which to open up this 7-point lead. Third foul on the home team. Deep 3-point shot, too long, Togashi. Love how ALVARK Tokyo moved the ball. High screen this time. Pick and roll, little push shot in the paint. Soft touch finish wouldn't fall. Another second chance opportunity. That's a big problem right now for the Jets, protecting their backboard. They get away with it that time. How can they end their latest drought? Outside shot again, it's too long. Rebound goes to Kabe. Quarterback pass into the end zone. And a foul as Rossiter gets hit on the head. Plenty to contemplate for Trevor Gleeson. His team already down 7. Rossiter at the line to try and increase that. Three offensive rebounds already for ALVARK. Rossiter, the man who's gobbling up everything on the glass. Here's Leo Mendel, the Brazilian key player for ALVARK Tokyo. They're doing this without him. Up by 9 points now. Leo Mendel averaging team second best of 12.1 points, 1.1 steals, and a team third best 4.4 rebounds and 2.8 assists for Damius Adomaitis' team. His absence has not slowed them down one bit. They lead by 9 points at the first time out. Togashi with a pass up high that time to Mooney. He wanted the foul. Had a case. Had a big case. Quick disruptive hands on defense though, packing the paint. Sebastian Saiz He's also the joint top scorer for the home team with 4 points alongside Rossiter. Chiba Jets held to only 2 of 7 shooting so far. Shutahara has all 4 of their points on 2 of 2 shooting, so the rest of the team 0 of 5. They haven't grabbed a single offensive rebound yet, despite the 5 misses. And they've also committed 2 turnovers. The home team yet to commit a turnover. They've played it to near perfection so far. ALVARK Tokyo to lead by 9. Crossover attack. Out defense dropped off delightfully and put up by John Mooney to stop the drought for Chiba Jets. Their first score in a number of minutes. Entry pass from Baratsky. Post-up opportunity, Rossiter against the smaller opponent. Draws the double. Kick. 3-point shot off. And that time they do a better job of grabbing the loose ball. Togashi, 5-time B.LEAGUE all-first teamer. Togashi going through the gears, pass reeled in by Mooney, he puts it out. Energetic defense from ALVARK, trying to close out on the perimeter, but better offense, beating the good defense that time. Knocked down by Ren Kanechika. A tip over the top of Togashi. Togashi, the 167 point guard, leapt over that time and called for the contact, the 3rd foul on the Jets here to tie the 3 of the home team. Just said before the timeout, only 4 points for the Jets, all scored by Shutahara. Since the timeout, 4 more points in a flash. And scored by different players. A couple from Mooney, a couple from Kanechika. Sota Akura, 25-year-old guard coming in. Despite the improvement of the Jets off the back of the timeout, still a 7-point lead for ALVARK. 3 to play in the first. Mooney to Smith. The baseline opens up here for the free player. They had an open 3 far side. Had he kicked it out, but the foul on Rossiter. And that's the 4th on ALVARK Tokyo. And I think that'll be 2 on Rossiter. Big foul. Drawn by Shutahara. And it's just the 1 on Rossiter. Just the 1 on Rossiter, so the 4 fouls spread between 4 different players for the home team. Hara at the line. I guess just the 1 point. I'd like him to try to kick perhaps for the open 3 far side. Sakabe gets it back from Saiz. Up fake. 2-man game here, working with Sebastian Saiz. He'll post up, gets the mismatch here. Bodying up against Hara. Shoots over the top. Grabs his own rebound, another offensive rebound, and they make the most of that one. 4 offensive rebounds for the home team in the first 7.5 minutes. 8 the lead. But straight back in a blink of an eye comes Togashi. And that's what they've got to do, Chiba Jets. That's important offensively for them. Saiz, 3-point shot. Looked like it might go. Another offensive rebound, Rossiter. The second benefit of those offensive rebounds is it stops the Jets grabbing the defensive board and running. Rossiter gets his geometry spot on. ALVARK Tokyo taking care of business so far. By catch and convert and the foul, DJ Hogue. Arriving into this one, his first score. Just talking about the quick attack of the Jets. It's so important for them to not allow that half-court defense of ALVARK Tokyo to set, because when it has, they've so often failed to find a way through. They trail by as many as 9 in this one. A chance to take it back down to 5. 18-year-old Riku Sagawa comes in. Averaging 5.4 points in 13 minutes. Still 0 offensive rebounds for the Jets. 5 now for ALVARK. But their lead is only 5, considering everything that's been going against the away team, including that one. A basket and one for Saiz, as they continue to hold the Jets at arm's length. You consider everything that's going against the Jets. It's not a big margin to be down by. And it's quite obvious what they can try to put right. Second foul here on Smith. That is a problem for them. Chris Smith there, top scorer, 16.4 points per game, picks up his second. Down 8. Hogue the handoff. Here's the teenager Sagawa. Left hand drive and kick, open shot. Chris Smith playing on the 2 fouls, knocks down a big 3. First 3 of the game for the Jets, closes it to 5. Final minute of the first. They're going to work on the post-up again. They're confident in their physicality advantage here. ALVARK Tokyo, lots of post-ups. That one from Baranski. Plenty of fouls coming on the Jets off the back of them. That one on Riku Sagawa. They're finding the mismatches on the inside. Already 5 of 5 at the foul line. The Jets have taken 5 as well, but only hit 2 of them. It's another easy problem to fix in theory. They can start making a better percentage of their free throws. So again, you look at the margin here. The scoreline very positive indeed for ALVARK Tokyo. Up by 6, maybe 7. After this next one from Baranski. But obvious issues the Jets can look to correct. Protect their backboard, hit their free throws, and they're in a good position. Seven the deficit for now. Here goes Sagawa again, lively, darts through the defense and puts it in. The talent from the teenager. Riku Sagawa slicing through and scoring. Only a couple of seconds differential between shot clock and game clock, if that, at the end of the first. Okura. Down to the final 6 to shoot here, down the right rail. They attack and they score again with the energetic offense and the perfect timing. Half-court heave wasn't far off. Fine margins after a fine opening 10 minutes. But the margins in favor of ALVARK Tokyo right now in a number of areas, and allowing them to open up a 7-point advantage, 26-19, for a healthy bit of breathing room at the end of one. Nine has been the largest lead so far. They've led for the vast majority of after scoring the first 5 points of the ball game. Just taking so many more shots off the back of those offensive rebounds. And in fact, they haven't committed a single turnover in the game so far. They lead the offensive rebounding count 5-0. The only 2 turnovers of the game have come from their guests, the Jets. As the home team have taken 20 shots from the field, the away team only 14. So 6 extra shots for ALVARK Tokyo, as well as 2 extra free throws as well. And they've made those free throws perfectly, 7 of 7 so far. The away team only 2 of 5. Look at this move from Sagawa. Meandering through the defense, the 18-year-old. Fancy footwork to beat Rossiter on the inside. Rossiter, a very good defender. Look at the scoring leaders for the Jets. 5 points, including the first 4 in the game, coming from Shooter Hara. Recently from Hogue, who's knocked down their only 3 of the game. They're only 1 of 5 on the outside. On the interior, the Jets are 7 of 9. But only 1 of 5 on the exterior. ALVARK also only 1 of 5 on the outside. 8 of 15 on the inside, off the back of all of those extra attempts from offensive rebounds. The Jets start the second down 7 with the ball. Hara. The first 4 points in the game, Shooter Hara. And splits a pair of free throws for his team high 5. Misses at the start of the second. Baratsky. Saiz. Ando on the handoff. Saiz rolls inside. Ando for 3. Tough shot short. Again, they look to attack quickly. It's so crucial. And the conversion with the and 1 opportunity. And Michael O. Winnipeg 7 minutes a game. And he's shooting 53% from the field. And a big bucket. As Chiba Jets have to close the gap to 4 points. Most of their points coming off the back of transitions, though. When they get out in full flow, they're far more difficult to stop. And as I mentioned in the first quarter, protecting their backboard is a key component in that equation. The advantage twofold. Not just does it limit the second chance scoring opportunities of Tokyo, but it also creates the transition opportunities for the Jets offense. Saiz out to the near side. 3-point shot is good. Baratsky strings it. It's their second 3 of the game. Back up by 7. Every time the Jets look to mount the comeback and close the gap, ALVARK Tokyo respond and hold them at arm's length. Static contested 3. Not a great deal of imagination in that shot, in that offense for the Jets. Nice pass out, he's just hit 1. How about 1 more? How about a 4-point play opportunity for Baratsky? Fading, fouled and finishing. The first double-digit lead of the game in emphatic fashion. The closeout late, understandably concerned about the shooter who just hit 1. Baratsky unfazed by the body flying out at him, falling back over the sideline, knocks down the shot while absorbing the contact. They hit just 1 3 in the game until the last few possessions, and then Baratsky knocks down 2 in a row And he's fouled on the second one. Misses the and one. They'll battle for the board again. They get another, their 6th offensive rebound. The Jets haven't solved the problem. And if anything, their problems are getting worse. Say's height advantage again. Offensive rebound again. They keep on coming. They keep on increasing the lead. Ando, 3-point shot for him, off. And finally, the defensive board for ALVARK, down 10. For the home team, 9 points for Sebastian Saiz to lead the way. 6 now for Rossiter, 8 for Baranski. Baranski making 2 of 3 at the line and a pair of threes. Long range 2 to take it back to single digits here from Segawa, the 18-year-old who continues to come up with the goods. 7.5 to play in the first half. On the bounce, the offense slows down a bit. They look for the post up. And again, you can see the height advantages. Outside shot off the kick out. Battle down on the deck. Baranski doing his very best to no avail. Again, the quick passing down the floor. Really trying to push the pace when they can, the Jets. Quick hands on defense. Segawa gets it back towards the eye of the needle. Looking to bite from behind with the block, but a foul. And it's on Ando. Then you said they might just... Delighted with things on the ALVARK bench. Trevor Gleeson having to talk things through with his team, still trying to find the answers to the questions Tokyo are posing. But I can't say it enough here, the Jets' backboard seems to be the key to this game. It dictates the pace at which the game is played. And that pace so pivotal because of the defensive dominance of ALVARK Tokyo in the half court. The best defense, remember, in the whole of the B-League, holding their opponents to only around 71 points a game. And also crucial is making your foul shots. If you're trailing, as the Jets are here, down 7. Not shooting them well at the moment. Saiz up against Smith. It's on 2 fouls already. Saiz would want to put a third on him. The soft touch finish falls for the big man. He's looking unplayable at times. 11 points in as many minutes. Smith, pull-up 3-point shot. Lots of threes too long for the Jets. Only 1 of 7 now as a team. Nine the lead. 10 has been the largest. Ho, been comparatively quiet. Now looking to attack in isolation. Draws the foul, will go to the line for 2. Just 3 points for DJ Hogue on 1 of 3 shooting so far. Just 1 rebound as well in 10.5 minutes played. Hogue averages team second best 15.2 points, as well as 6.1 rebounds, 1.2 steals, 1 block. In fact, last weekend against Kawasaki, Hogue had 25 points. 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals and 3 blocks. He shot 7 of 11 from 3-point range in that one at a 35 efficiency. It's not happening for him or his team so far in this one. Wide open 3, short. They get away with it. the Jets. It would have been the largest deficit of the game at 11. They're only 4 of 9 from the free throw line now, the Jets. How about lighting it up from long range instead? Right on cue. I was just talking about the shooting ability from deep from DJ. Hogue the hitman arriving on the scene perhaps here in Tokyo, closes the gap to 5. Talk about the transition offense being crucial. How about the transition triple? And getting one of their star players backfiring again. 7 threes last weekend, knocks down his first of this weekend. And the gap closes as they go to the benches for a timeout. See the foul trouble during that timeout. No player on more than 2. Team foul trouble though for ALVARK Tokyo in this second quarter. Already no fouls left to give, still 6 minutes of the second to play. So the Jets can try and use that to get to the line, although they've not been effective there. Only 5 of 10 at the stripe as a team. Let's make it more difficult for ALVARK Tokyo to play that aggressive, energetic defense. Their 10-point lead has been halved. Try and get the offense moving again off the back of the timeout. Saiz kicks it out. 3-point shot is good. Sweet string music to the ears of this Tokyo crowd. Taves on the outside, only a 27% three-point shooter this season. That's a big one for him and for his team. Nice spreaded through pass in a packed paint. DJ Hogue doing it all now. It's taken until around the midway point of the second period for him to really announce himself in the ball game. Again, the kind home rim with the roll and the score for Saiz, who puts an appreciation of his teammate. 13 points in the first 15 minutes for Saiz. Close to his season average already of 14.1 points a game. Every time the Jets look to close the gap. The home team come back at them. Togashi from the corner. They're hitting their outside shots now. They continue to try and push down the comeback trail. Can ALVARK Tokyo continue to repel them? Just across the midway point of the second, a timeout again. Hogue, the pass. Togashi, the pull of the trigger. His first 3 of the game. Only 1 3 in the first quarter for the Jets, 2 here in the second so far. Team for Saiz, 8 for Baranski, 6 for Rossiter to lead the way for the host so far. Hogue now, just like that, the top scorer for the Jets with 7. 2 teams trading triples. Real tussle to try and take the initiative into the halftime interval. Jets doing all they can now to try and close what has been a 10-point gap. Saiz 13 points. Already on 6 of 11 shooting. But the Jets have started to cut out those offensive rebounds for ALVARK. They've also started to hit their threes. Positive signs emerging here for the travelling team. Saiz from the elbow. Even more positive if they see him miss on a good shot with the height advantage. He's just hit one. How about one more for Yuki? Yuki Togashi gets them within 2. His first 2 threes of the game coming over the last minute. Can the host stand the heat? Rossiter off the dribble, drags it back and drops it. What a shot for Ryan Rossiter. How many times have I said every time something good happens for the Jets, something good happens in response for ALVARK. And Rossiter runs the fast break, bounce pass, perfectly placed, put in. And they're back up by 7. 10 for Baranski now. They've lost it, back-to-back turnovers for the Jets. Trying to attack too quickly. And all of that positivity quickly evaporating. Taves. Rossiter with the screen, rolls inside, Taves down the right. He'll go glass! And he got it, having to contort his body, control through the contact and convert. Look at this finish from Taves. Hit hard, off balance, off the window. Roll around good, big celebration here in Tokyo. They closed the gap, Chiba Jets, from 10 down to 2. What feels like just a few seconds ago. Now it could be 10 again. It's been the story of this first half. ALVARK Tokyo able to hold off the Chiba Jets no matter what they throw at them. They're doing it now despite the fact they're not getting those offensive rebounds. They had 5 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. Only 2 here in the second. But yet the lead has grown to 10 points on a couple of occasions. The Jets have still only got 1 offensive rebound in the whole game. Still only shooting 50% from the line. They are heading their threes now, though. Togashi with a couple in quick succession. He pulls the defense back towards center court and then tries to find somebody. Suffocating defense from the league leaders defensively this season. They're forcing turnover after turnover after turnover now. And they're doing it despite being in foul trouble as a team. We said that might impact their brand of defense, their energetic hustle defense. No such thing. If anything, they've only turned up the intensity. Baranski, Rossiter, Saiz, Taves, all with steals. 2 steals now for Baranski to go along with his 10 points on perfect field goal shooting. Score here would make it the out-and-out largest lead. Final 3 minutes of the first half. Inside, free in the paint to put it in. And that's going to need a timeout. Steve Jack makes it a 12-point lead. Trevor Gleeson needs to talk it through with his Jets team. What a run that we've seen here from ALVARK Tokyo. When Chiba Jets raised the bar, closed the 10-point lead down to 2. ALVARK Tokyo said, okay, I'll meet you, and then I'll raise you. And the bar gets higher. 12, the new largest lead off the game. So Togashi hit those 2 threes, and you thought the Jets were going to complete the comeback. Here he goes again, another 3, short on that one. Deep 3, they get it back, only their second offensive rebound of the game. Smith, challenged right in front by a black wall of 2 jerseys. Rossiter, post up, pass out, open spot on the perimeter. Would have blown the roof off this building. He missed the opportunity to make it a 15-point advantage. Reeled in, high catch. Nicely played, Chris Smith. In his second field goal, the top scorer for Chiba Jets through the season. Big finish! A 10-foot tall Tokyo teardown. The firecracker of a finish to set this place alight. Bang! Steve Jack to the rack. And how about that from Zach? How about a 13-point lead? Understandably agitated on the Jets bench. The technical has been called on Gleason. Gleason in the ear of the official on the sideline. Teed up straight away. Well, his team could be down 14. And they are, having arrived here on a 4-game win streak and winning 11 of their last 13 since the 1st of February. They've scored 90-plus points in 6 of those 11 wins. They've been held to 39 so far here, with a minute and a half of the first half to play. And a miss from Smith, who can't build momentum. And 2 of 5 from the field. Here's Zach again, puts it in. The height advantage in the paint, palpable throughout. The 2'11" center, Steve Jack. Steve Zach, beg your pardon, who in the last game had 8 rebounds and 3 offensive rebounds. Then he went 1 of 7 from the field though. He's got a couple of scores in quick succession in this one, including the big dunk. But then he picks up his second foul. He only averages 16.5 minutes a game. A mid-season arrival for ALVARK. Togashi hits the first of 2. Zach's playing his 11th game with Tokyo here this afternoon, and former Israeli League champion with Hapoel Holon in 2022. Before he moved to Japan. Into ALVARK in late February. 14 the advantage. Final minute of the first half. Defense collapsed away and making them pay from the perimeter. Shuto Ando. 8 points for him and the 17-point lead. Smith. Togashi, up fake, side skip, Look at the defense, so energetic, touch tight on the perimeter. Smith, the post-up opportunity. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Can't get the bounce, does get the foul. This has been exceptional for ALVARK Tokyo. Fouls on Shuto Ando. They just hit a 3 to take their lead to 17. And again, they're doing it without the second chance opportunities. Now 5 offensive rebounds for Dainius Adomaitis' team in the first quarter. That was keeping the Chiba Jets at bay. A little bit of breathing room for his team. He went into the first break up by 7. In this second quarter, they haven't been getting those second chance opportunities, just 2 offensive rebounds. Instead, they've just been hitting their shots. 5 of their 6 threes coming in this period. Different formula. Even more dominant output from it. Turned over. Saiz was the primary option. Tried to get to the perimeter instead in transition. Chris Smith wants the and 1, doesn't get it. Has to settle for the 2 with 2.2 to play. Dainius Adomaitis might have something up his sleeve for the final play of what has been a fantastic first half for his team. Despite the bucket from Smith, they're still up by 14. Now you see calling for it, Saiz in the center. Said the pass came back to the perimeter and was picked off. A quick score from Smith. It was only the second turnover of the game for the home team. Perfect illustration of why it's important to protect the ball. Because in transition, the Chiba Jets are very efficient indeed. Added a bit of time onto the clock here, 3.5 seconds. ALVARK Tokyo to try and hit or surpass 60 for the half. Now this team, the #1 defensive team in the league, only ranks 15th in points scored. They only score 76.7 points per game. Yeah, they have a chance here of hitting or surpassing 60 for the half. 2 scorers in double figures already. Saiz and Baranski. Rossiter already on 9. Taves and Ando each on 8. This has been an impressive performance. That's an understatement. Another impressive support behind them. Two-time B.LEAGUE champions, going back-to-back in 2018 and 2019. ALVARK Tokyo. 4 championships won in previous versions of the Japanese top tier as well. And the 2019 FIBA Asia Champions Cup winners. The same year they won that second B.LEAGUE title. 14 their lead. 1 to shoot. It's up, it's away, it's just off. But in a half where so much more has fallen, in particular that second period, 32 points. They've won both quarters by 7. Even with the Jets improving their offense in the second, ALVARK Tokyo also improved theirs. They've led by as many as 17. They lead by 14 at the half, 58-44. In this big matchup, as we get towards the final stretch of the regular season for these 2 playoff contenders. Half-time intermission here in the Japanese capital. These fans filtering out to get their refreshments. Very impressed with what they've seen over the opening 20 minutes. Plenty of support in here as well for the Chiba Jets. It's going to have to be a big second half for their team. Togashi leading the away team now with 10 points, the majority of which came in that second period, including hitting a couple of threes. 7 for Hogue and 6 for O for them. They're actually shooting the better field goal percentage, the Chiba Jets, despite trailing by 14 points. The reason that is because of the shot count categories, the possession count categories. The offensive rebounds 7-2 in favor of the home team, who've committed just 1 turnover while forcing 5 on their guests here this afternoon. It means Tokyo have taken 40 shots from the field. The Jets only 28. 12 more field goal attempts for the home team and a 14-point lead. Taken 3 fewer free throws, but yet they've made more. 10 of 11 from the line for 90%. The away team only 8 of 14 for 57%. What a run it was to finish the second quarter on. The Chiba Jets closed the gap to 2 points. It felt like they were coming. Instead, ALVARK Tokyo turned the tide back in their favor, hit the Jets with a tidal wave of offense, a tidal wave of turnovers, a sequence of turnovers pounced upon in transition, multiple threes dropping around the perimeter, a bombardment of blows, and a very healthy double-digit lead at halftime off the back of them.
コートにご注目ください。未来のバスケ界を担うユース世代が激しい火花を散らし合う究極のチャレンジバトル。アンダースネーションズ東京 Under-19 スペシャルランドスラムダンクコンテスト。さあ、ではいよいよね、皆さんでは話せないそんなスラムダンクコンテストなんですが、未来のね、日本を担うそんな期待の新人ユースから選んでまいりました。本日まで4名の選手に登場していただきまして、スラムダンクぶち込んでいただきたいと思います。では選手の入場です。Entry number 1, Hiro Togashi Mizu. Entry number 2, Chiba Final. Entry number 3, Jeremiah ALVARK. Entry number 4, Justin Ray Smith. さあ、ということで、この4人にご登場いただきました。改めてお願いします。では皆さんにはね、これからダンクコンテストにやっていただくんですが、ルールがございます。1人1本ダンクで45秒。45秒で決めていただきます。はい。そして審査の方なんですが、お客様に4人が終わった後、拍手もしくは歓声で、審査をするという、オーディエンスジャッジという方式で、1位を競っていただきたいなと思っております。はい。では早速1番手、清水宏太選手、意気込みをちょっと聞かせていただきましょうかね。頑張ります。はい。さあ、そしてジェイコブ前田選手、意気込みをお願いします。こんにちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。お気をつけください。じゃあ続けてジェイコブ前田選手。いい顔してます。ありがとうございます。さあ、そして選手お願いします。全然楽しみます。はい、よろしくお願いします。では、スタンバイの方お願いします。まずは清水選手からいきましょうか。 ますね。じゃあ1人目、清水宏隆が良かったというダッシュ。いいですね。じゃあ2人目、ジェイコブ・バイラ選手が良かったというダッシュ。OK、3人目、オルバベルにジェライ・マイヤ選手が良かったという選手。おわこれは決まったかな。最後、スミス・ジャスティン・レイ選手が良かった。という優勝はスミス・ジャスティン・レイ。スミス選手にはですね、こちらのアディダスのバッシュ、10万円相当が贈られます。おめでとうございます。じゃあちょっと一言いただいていいですか。一言、今の気持ちを一言。
一発で成功できてよかったです。
いやー、よかったです。ありがとうございました。じゃあちょっと時間もないんですけども、最後ウイニングダンクを1本決めていただきたいなと思うんですが、誰が。わかりました。じゃあ、オルバベルにジェラマイヤ選手が最後1本決めてくれるということで、それでバチッと締めましょうか。ちょっとみんなで何か、ちょっと僕もリハとかも全くなかったんで、どういうことをするかわからないですが、何すんの。嘘やろ。ちょっと待って。さあ、3人飛び越え、それではオルバベルにジェラマイヤウイニングダンクお願いします。もう一本いける、もう一本いける、もう時間もないんで急いでいきましょう。さあ、お願いします。皆さん拍手。さあ、来るか。さすがに時間的に乗り切るいけるか。いっちゃおう。急いでラスト急いで。さあ、皆さん拍手お願いします。オルバベルにジェラマイヤ。拍手をお送りください。以上、スラムダンクコンテストでした。
それではここでお知らせです。アルバルク東京は来シーズンより新ホームアリーナトヨタアリーナ東京へ移転します。
アルバルク東京新章始まる。 今までなかった観戦体験が、バスケアリーナがエンターテインメントを、日本のバスケを新しくするトヨタアリーナ東京。
続いていよいよ残りわずか今シーズンのホームゲーム情報です。次節4月12、13大阪エベッサとの対戦はアリーナ移転前最後のアリーナ立川立市での開催です。8シーズンを過ごしたこのアリーナは会場の隅々まで勝負の熱気が伝わります。シーズン終盤の大事な対戦を会場の一体感でぜひ後押ししてください。チケットは B リーグチケットにて販売中。ぜひこの機会に会場へお越しください。
Welcome back to the Yoyogi National Gymnasium in the Japanese capital. And it's ALVARK Tokyo who are taking their guests Chiba Jets apart. 58 first half points. They came out swinging. They only started hitting harder the longer the half went on, despite Chiba Jets doing their best attempt in transition in particular. Very swiftly. Apologies for dropping away from you for a moment there. Hopefully back for the remainder now. Third quarter action here between ALVARK Tokyo and Chiba Jets. 16 the lead. They're up to 60 after the 58-point first half. ALVARK Tokyo. 17 has been the largest advantage. Togashi. The Chiba Jets step back, three-point shot over the big opponent. Drops a bomb to try and ignite the comeback for the Jets, who did close a 10-point deficit down to 2 in the third quarter before falling behind by 17. As they were hit with a red-hot retaliation to that run. $13 the gap now. This is a huge third quarter for the Jets, a huge start to the third quarter. They just need a sequence of scores and stops. And what a score from Togashi. Togashi hitting his third three of the game, up to 13 points. Right down the runway, the finger roll will fall for Mooney, and they're back within 11. Only Mooney's second score of the game. He was only 1 of 3 from the field in the first half. From the elbow, little push shot, good. To cancel it out, Rossiter. So 13 the gap. Fantastic feed, lighting the fuse to detonate the dunk. Hara to Hogue. The perfect pass, and then the power in the paint. They're back within 11. The offense is moving swiftly now for the Jets. Timeout called on the Tokyo bench from Danius Adomaitis. The key to opening up the big halftime lead, and the lead as many as 17 for Tokyo in the first half. The turnover count, the offensive rebounding count. They committed just 1 turnover the whole of the first half. This team still only have 1 turnover. They're forcing 4 on their opponents. They have an 11-2 advantage in scoring off turnovers. They also have a 6-1 advantage in second chance scoring. That was a key factor in the first quarter. And then their shooting took over in the second. The second period that really became a shootout, 32-25 in favor of ALVARK Tokyo. That close to 11 for now, and the chance to make it a single-digit game from 17 down. High catch, block attempt, just got enough. Challenge the game, Mooney, and a foul called on Zach. What an excellent start to the second half, though, for the Jets here. Mooney already making more of a mark in this third quarter than he did in the whole of the first half. Fair foul on Zach. Still a healthy lead, but the green shoots of recovery are there for the travelling team from Chiba. They have some fans here, but they're outnumbered by those of ALVARK Tokyo. From 17 down to within single figures. The 32-point second period, only 4 points so far in the first 3.5 minutes of the third for the home team. Rossiter though, with a volleyball but not the bounce. Transition opportunity for Togashi, who can work quickly. They swing it around to the open shooter. Big if it goes, too heavy. Would have made it a 6-point game, a 2-possession game. Rossiter going to work again. Taves, 3-point shot for Taves, short offensive rebounds. Little up fake. Kabe couldn't convert, and a foul at centre court. Here it's on Ando. It's the 4th on Shuto Ando, the number 9 for Tokyo. They've got Zach, who's just picked up a 3rd. Ando becomes the first player onto 4, so he's dangling by a disciplinary thread. Nobody on more than 2 fouls for the Chiba Jets, so plenty of positivity continuing to come for the guests here as they continue to try and come from 17 down. Any further defensive foul the rest of this quarter now for ALVARK will send the Jets to the line as well, and the Jets yet to commit a foul in this period. A huge advantage in that regard. And they've already made a fabulous scoring start to the second half. 9-4 the lead in this third quarter so far for the Jets. They trail by 14 at the half. They're back within 9, and foul trouble for the home team. Fans trying to help their team play defense despite the foul trouble. This has to be the moment for the Jets to pounce. Togashi, like a little shark smelling blood, misses the shot. But the pressure has been applied. 12 on Tokyo here. We've seen on numerous occasions them holding off the attempts at comebacks from the Jets. This feels like the biggest moment for them to try and do that. They have to group together. 3rd foul now on Osakabe. They've got multiple players in foul trouble. They're in foul trouble as a team. And their once superior 17-point lead is now under considerable threat. An issue, remember, for the Jets in the first half was making their free throws. And starting to improve that. They have, through the course of the game, shot a better percentage from the field. Despite the big deficit at half-time, the problem was not creating as many shots because of the turnover count of the offensive rebounding count. Offensive foul against the screener. It's a 4th foul, I think, on Zach here. We've got 4 on Ando already. And this is going to be a 4th on Zach. So 2 players, 1 foul away from being fouled out for Tokyo. There's a long way to go in this game. Zach's been really important in his 10.5 minutes off the bench, scoring 7 points, grabbing 3 rebounds and 2 offensive rebounds. Midway point of the third here. Dropped off delightfully, a little push shot. Mooney will grab his own rebound, rip down his own rebound, and going up, ripping through the contact, puts a foul on Rossiter and earns a trip to the line. John Mooney finally arriving in this game. It's taken until the second half to do so. Just 2 points in the first half for Mooney. He's got a chance to hit 7 points in the third quarter alone here. The Jets have now grabbed more offensive rebounds in the first 5 and a bit minutes of this second half than they grabbed in the whole of the first half. Talk through at half-time is helping them put their problems right. It's now 9 points, 8 rebounds for Mooney. 5 offensive rebounds for the team. 3 of them have come in this quarter. 6 the gap, a 2-possession ball game. Where has the offense gone for ALVARK? Only 4 points in the period. And that one doesn't fall either. Togashi. High screen, Mooney, the danger man right now. Togashi always the off-balance 3, air ball. He's saying he was fouled on it. Did his best to silence the officials. Togashi, who's 3 of 5 on the outside in the game, has 13 points to lead his team in scoring. 4 assists as well, 2 steals with 3 turnovers. Hit a bump on the comeback trail. Big attack! Big mid-air collision, closing the elevator doors on Saiz. First foul of the period on the Jets. A period in which ALVARK Tokyo have been fouling frequently. This is now a 12-4 quarter in favor of the away team. Saiz, who scored 13 points in the first half, has a chance to score his first points of the second half here. A technical call on Yuki Togashi. ALVARK will shoot the tech first, and then 2 free throws to come for Saiz for the foul. And this is the tech. Saiz had hit his only previous free throw in the game before that miss. And that's only the second miss for the team. So many things that were going right in the first half are now going wrong. And look at that, they missed more free throws in that sequence than they'd done the entire game before that. They were 10 of 11 at the line as a team. How the tables have turned through the course of half-time. 3 straight misses from Saiz and only 4 points in 6 minutes for the team after 32 points in the second period and 58 in the first half for ALVARK Tokyo. Smith passes on. Oh, what a block! Saiz making amends with his defense, but they'll upgrade to a 3 instead. And it's a 1-possession game from 17 down. Togashi talismanic. And Chiba Jets have turned on the Jets here in the third. Togashi, up fake, flyby. Doesn't go, would have been for the tie from 17 down. Rossiter on the run, they need somebody to calm it down here, Tokyo. Final 3 of the third. A dominant third for Chiba Jets. 15-4 so far. Tough shot falls on the turn. Rossiter makes it a 5-point lead. He's up to 13 to tie Saiz as the top scorer for the home team, but Togashi now has 16. He's 4 of 7 from downtown. Missed the one that would have tied it. Free throws to come here for Chiba. Sagawa, the teenager, will come in for Togashi. You will hear it from the traveling fans. Yuki Togashi, 16 points, 4 assists and 2 steals. Off the back of the block, the big hit from downtown. 4 of 7 from 3. The rest of the team on the perimeter, only 2 of 8. Togashi carrying their perimeter threat. This foul shot for Harrod. It's been an issue all game, the free throw shooting for Chiba Jets, which really does cause a headache now that the game is so close and they're missing opportunities from the line. 13 of 21 as a team. And they missed them both here. Saiz had missed 3 in a row at the other end. Is that where the comeback just falls short? 3-point shot. Far too long. Rebound Smith. Smith out in transition, skipping through. Not scoring though. He's been really quiet, Chris Smith. Body's hitting the floor. Foul is on the offense. Now, ALVARK Tokyo, remember, only had 1 turnover the whole of the first half. That's their 3rd turnover of this 3rd quarter. Saiz backing in, bundling through the defense. It's only his 2nd personal. The silver lining for Daniel Sadomaitis' team is the offensive foul does not result in free throws, despite the fact they're at the foul limit. Only fouls by the defense. They'll send the Jets to the line. Two minutes and change remaining in the 3rd. It's a 2-possession game. Sagawa with Togashi on the bench. What a mentor the 18-year-old has. From the legend Togashi, 3-point shot short for Ho. The points have dried up after they were pouring in for most of this period for Chiba Jets. Home fans rallying ALVARK Tokyo. And right through the gap. The finger roll will fall for a 7-point advantage. Sota Okura. They're repelling the latest comeback attempt. It's been the biggest of them all. From 17 down to within 2. A bounce off front iron. And an injury concern here for ALVARK. It's a 5-point game again. It's a big injury concern because it's Ryan Rossiter, the star player. He slips and it's an awkward fall. As the ball falls into the bucket, salt rubbed in Rossiter's wounds. Great to see him back moving freely as he hands off on the perimeter. Rossiter seeing the ball again. Pass was too high. Turnover once more. That's 4 turnovers in just over 9 minutes in the second half after 1 turnover in 20 minutes of the first half. The halftime interval has been a game changer. Sagawa. Chance to make it a one-possession game again. Long two. The points have dried up for both teams. ALVARK Tokyo have scored only 8 points in this period. Trevor Gleason's Jets finding the right formula on defense, forcing all of those turnovers. 8 points for the home team in this period after 32 in the second and 25 in the first. Roster to the bench. The Guests have scored 17 in this quarter. It's their defense that's changed the dynamic here. Their offense is still coming up short. Perfect penetration and pass. That was a denial, it had to be. A long way short, the shot from Baranski, who hit 2 threes in the second period. 7 to shoot, end of the third. Crossover, Hogue pushes, hits the target, and they're back within 1 possession. That puts the exclamation mark on a fantastic third quarter for Chiba Jets, who close it to 3 from 17 down, from 14 down at the half. Their fans loving the improvement of their defense and the offense they've launched off the back of it with that 19-8 third quarter. You have to expect the Jets to rally at some point. But what a rally. They've got the 4th best offense in the B.LEAGUE, 82.4 points per game. The 5th best percentage from downtown, shooting plenty of threes at 35%. The problem for them first half was the rebounding count and the turnover count, their lack of intensity on defense. Lack of height and physicality protecting their backboard. And starting to put those things right. They gave up 7 offensive rebounds in the first half, only 2 in that third quarter. They forced only 1 turnover in the first half, but forced 4 in the third quarter. At the same time, they didn't commit a single turnover of their own. They also grabbed 4 offensive rebounds themselves in the third quarter after only grabbing 2 in the first half. They're trying for 20 minutes. It took the 20-minute halftime interval of talking things through to put everything right. And they've done it in a big way. If they can continue to do so here in the fourth, they're in a great position now to come from behind and get the road win. Foul trouble for the home team as well. 4 fouls on Ando, 4 fouls on Zach. They start the fourth with the ball. The Chiba Jets looking to continue to close what has been a 17-point deficit. Segawa left his feet to pass, got away with it. Hogue into the lane, slips it through, little up fake, finishing a pack of players in the paint, good. Hogue, and it's a 1-point game, he's got 8 points. Tough times for ALVARK Tokyo. Pressure applied in a big way. Chris Smith doing it on defense. Struggling on offense, only 8 points on 3 of 7 shooting. 1 of 4 from the field. 1 of 4 from the line, rather. 3 of 7 from the field. But everybody's stepping up on defense now for the Jets. Rossiter. He'll shoot the 3, air ball over the top of Hogue. And the air has been sucked out of the sails of ALVARK Tokyo. Rossiter, who'd hit his only previous three-point attempt in the game. And answering with his defense. It's all you can do when the shots aren't falling for you. Play aggressively at both ends of the floor. Keep putting the effort and intensity in to try to turn it around. Easier said than done. There's been a huge psychological shift in this ball game. That one 17-point lead, dangling by a thread now. Almost lost it on the dribble. Baranski recovers it. Shot clock down to 5 here. Saiz, long range 2 over the top of Smith, and everything that was rolling and dropping for them. Not now, but Rossiter. Hit in the jaw, hits back. And shows his physicality and his mentality. The fight underneath against his fellow American Hogue. Rossiter, who was born in New York but has been playing in Japan since 2013. Became a Japanese citizen in 2019 and made the B.LEAGUE All-First Team in 2020 before he joined ALVARK in 2021. 15 points, 10 rebounds, that completes the double-double. For Rossiter, 5 of those rebounds have been offensive boards. He misses the and one, but he's got 4 assists as well, and just 1 turnover. He's been excellent, he usually is. Penetrating the paint, switching to the left and scoring to answer back and get within 1 again. Segawa, who has got some skills. 8 points to the 18-year-old. Rossiter, not past Saiz, double team, trapped. Still have a lot of possession. His height was unplayable at times in the first half, Saiz. His height and skill combination, a man who was the B.LEAGUE Finals MVP when Chiba Jets won their only previous title in 2021, then moved to ALVARK Tokyo that summer. To hurt his former team here, he had 13 points in the first half. He hasn't added any in the second half. He's fallen to just 6 of 15 field goal shooting. Just a 1-point lead, 3-point shot off the mark. And here, a chance to complete the comeback. Segawa, the pirouette in the paint, the swivel, the bounce, the score. With the surely not shot from the 18-year-old who's red hot. And so too are the Jets as they come from 17 down to lead. A comeback of the highest quality. Timeout call by Denius Adomaitis on the ALVARK Tokyo bench. Segawa bit between his teeth. Ball like a magnet to his hands and then to the bucket. Takes it in transition at Taves, swivel, score, bounce, bucket, lead. Ten points in 10 minutes. For Segawa on 5 of 7 shooting. The 18-year-old who averages 5.4 points in 13 minutes a game, just about doubling his season average. They trailed at the half by 14. They trailed in the second period by 17. It is a 25-10 second half so far in favor of the Jets. So half in which they've produced a 10-point scoring run without reply. They've carried it on in the fourth quarter after finding the right formula in the third. And now ALVARK Tokyo just have to put the rest of this game behind them and look to trade blows down the final stretch with 8 minutes to play. Entry pass fell and a potential mismatch. Togashi happy to take it. Back in the game on 4 fouls now. So too Ando on 4 fouls. Just play hard to the finish now. Taves. 3-point shot over the top of Smith. No good for Fukuzawa. Fukuzawa has only played 4.5 minutes. That was his first shot in the game. Only averages 10 minutes a game. So ALVARK Tokyo and their head coach Daniel Sadomite is digging deep to his bench to try and find the answers. Foul on Fukuzawa. Inbound from Smith. Hogue off to Segawa. He's got the hot hand right now. 3-point shot too long. Sebastian Saiz the rebound. Still hasn't scored in the second half. Plenty of encouragement from this crowd in the capital here for ALVARK Tokyo. Under all kinds of pressure. Crossover, shot, off again. Nothing going down for them. Saiz trying to turn to his hustle, ends up in the front row and without possession. Hogue, entry pass, perfectly placed. Catch and convert before the landing. They're flying high. Chiba Jets. 3 the lead. Where has the offense gone for ALVARK Tokyo, who scored 58 points in the first half? 3 for Taves, got it. Tie game, 71-71. Taves hits double figures. He becomes the 5th scorer to do so for ALVARK Tokyo, who've had a balanced offense. 10 for Baranski, 11 for Taves now, 10 for Ando, 13 for Saiz, all in the first half, 15 for Rossiter. Only 3 in double figures for the Jets, led by 16 from Togashi. 11 for Hogue, 10 for Segawa, the teenager. We're at 8 from Aul now, in fact 10. I think the stats are late to update. I think Aul, the backup center's got 10. Plenty of foul trouble through the course of this game for ALVARK Tokyo. It wasn't particularly hurting them in the first 2 quarters because the Jets were missing their free throws. It's hurting them now the longer the game's gone on. The confirmation that Michael Aul has got 10 points, the 4th top scorer now for the Jets. They've had 9 for Mooney as well. 7 of them have come in the second half. What a game here in the B-League. 71-71. Rossiter going to work, bumping bodies, bumping the iron and getting the bounce. 17 for Rossiter. ALVARK Tokyo back ahead. They led by 17, they trail by 3. They have the lead on 5 unanswered points. Segawa roll around, 12 points for the teenager. They are trading blows now, 5.5 to play, 73-73. Ando. Okura into Zach. Zach backing in, looking back to the perimeter. Up fake, step through. The runner off right. First to the rebound, getting scrapes and scratches down on the hardwood. Chiba Jets have come up with all kinds of hustle since half-time. Midway point of the final period. Defense collapses away. Pull-up long range to Segawa. Has his fire doused out. Strap in and get ready for this finish. Nice passing. good, and one for Zach, playing on 4 fouls, a chance of a three-point play and to hit double figures. Talk about the foul counts. 24 fouls from the home team in this game, 10 more than Chiba Jets. Zach, one of 2 players playing on 4 fouls. The team are at the limit again. 10,858 in the house here in the capital for this one. And they are getting their money's worth. Perfect passing to the perimeter and then the paint for the points. It's going to be a nervy finish. The benches and the rest of this crowd hanging on every play. Zach will go to the line to try and complete the three-point play. He's got 9 points in 14 minutes. He's 4 of 5 from the field, has hit his only previous free throw. He's also got 6 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, and he's playing on 4 fouls right now. He's drawn 3 fouls. Really positive contribution in 14 minutes of action. His team are +8 in his 14 minutes. And he's got a chance to tag one more to that tally. They've got 10 of their first 11 free throws. And then there's 4 in a row before Zach puts that one in. 3 the lead for ALVARK. Up fake Togashi, back in the game for Segawa. Passes on the responsibility. Outside shot disrupted by Zach. They get another go. Same spot, same outcome, another miss. Zach, another rebound. He continues to be a key piece of the puzzle for ALVARK. Okura. Final 4 to come. Can they make it a 2-possession lead? Zach again. Height mismatch against Tashiro. Over everything, picked up far side, roll and drop for Rossiter. 19 for Ryan. 5 the lead for ALVARK. Have they weathered the Chiba storm? Or are they just in the eye of it? Chris Smith, no, he's had a tough night. Nick continues, 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from the line, just 8 points. The man who averages 16.4. Zach wants it badly, finding mismatches every time against the smaller liner. Looking to draw the double and pass. Backing in, foul on the defense. The Jets wanted to travel on Zach as the chair was pulled out from under him. It's taking him a while to get back up. Steve Zach. He only averages 3.1 points in his 16.5 minutes a game over 10 appearances since signing. He goes to the bench, Zach. A little banged up here. It's the only thing that can stop him right now. He's got 10 points, 7 rebounds in 15.5 minutes today with only 1 miss. So he's in on 13 points, all coming in the first half though. Scoreless in the second half and falling to 6 of 15 field goal shooting. Saiz wants it, offensive foul, yes it is. Saiz comes back in and commits the turnover. Too feisty, too physical up against Mooney to try and find position here. To the right of your picture, if you can see it, hucking the arm. It wasn't Mooney, I beg your pardon, on defense. So he's trying to get in front, commits his third personal. Both teams are at the limit here. Defensive fouls the rest of the way will result in free throws to the opposition. What a great game. Two teams fighting for playoff spots here in the B-League. A crowd of close to 11,000 trying to rally ALVARK Tokyo. And they're going to have to do it short-handed now as Shuto Ando fouls out. And 2 to come here for the Jets. Ando fouls out as one of their 6 scorers in double figures. 10 points, albeit on 4 of 11 shooting, including 2 of 9 three-point shooting. With a couple of blocks on defense. But his race is run. That's a big miss because it ensures it will remain a 2-possession lead for ALVARK Tokyo as the Jets miss the opportunity to close the gap to 3. Tashiro misses both and they grab the rebound. So rather than a 1-possession game, it could have been a chance for a 3-possession lead here. With only 2.5 minutes to play. Taves dancing with the defense, weaving his way through. Pieces picked up. And Saiz shakes off his storm to provide some sunshine. Riding turbulence down the right, foul on the quick attack. That's the benefit that the Jets have here. With the players they have, they can attack quickly, but this is cause for concern for them. A hush in this arena. Everybody concerned for such a personality, such a player to be struggling the way Yuki Togashi is right now. One of the superstars of Japanese basketball, 5-time B-League All-First Teamer, 3-time Emperor's Cup MVP. Last year's star player in assists, 5th in the league in assists this season. Makes the 2nd most threes in the league. Finals MVP in the East Asia Super League as well. And in this game, Chiba Jets top scorer with 16 points. Let's hope this is not as bad as it seems right now for Yuki Togashi. Everybody concerned. The away number 2 down, receiving treatment. Chiba Jets are down but not out. Down 7 after they came from 17 down to lead. Can't imagine Togashi can play the final 2 and a bit minutes. He's just not moving that ankle at all. Biggest concern of course, comes from his fans, of which there are plenty here at the Yoyogi National Gymnasium in Tokyo. The Chiba Jets, number 2, who's hurt. Everybody showing their concern. man to ignite the comeback with his three-point shooting, his ball handling ability, and his leadership in the third quarter, a third quarter in which the Jets won 19-8, closing a 14-point halftime lead for ALVARK Tokyo, and ultimately taking the lead from 17 down. But their offense has hit a roadblock here in the fourth quarter. As he hobbles away, they've scored just 10 points in the period. And they're trailing by 7, and now have to go at the finish without their leader and superstar scorer. Two minutes 20 to play. Still a tight game, albeit a little bit of light now for ALVARK Tokyo. Saiz has just got his first score of the second half after 13 points in the first half. Rossiter has been the man to really drag them back from their struggles. Rossiter now a 19-point, 13-rebound double-double with 6 offensive rebounds. He started to grab those offensive boards again. That was the recipe for ALVARK Tokyo in the first half. They dried up in the third quarter. Foul shots made. So still a 2-possession game. High pressure from the defense. They play out of it, ALVARK Tokyo, with skill and ease. Saiz. Taves. Shot clock to 5 here. Taves guarded by the big man on the perimeter. Shoots over the top of Mooney. Air ball. Just contested shots way better in the second half, the Jets. Yes, Tokyo are winning this period, but they've only scored 14 points in it. 26 in the first, 32 in the second, only 8 in the third, 14 in the fourth. The problem for the Jets is their offense has dried up in the fourth period as well, and continues to do so as Sagawa misses. .100 seconds to play, 5 down. The Jets having come from 17 down to lead in the second half. And around the back goes Taves. Elbow shot, Saiz. From hero in the first half to villain in the second to hero at the finish. Sebastian Saiz up to 17 points. 2 buckets back to back for him down the final stretch, having suffered a significant second half drought until that point. Off the weaving and waving of the wand from Taves for his 6th assist with 0 turnovers. Comes the 8th field goal for Saiz, who's up to 17 points. And that takes ALVARK Tokyo very close indeed. Looking to end the 4-game win streak of the Chiba Jets. Remember, the Jets had scored 90-plus points in 6 of their 11 wins in the last 13 games. They scored 104 points in their last game, their biggest win of the season against Kawasaki Brave Thunders last weekend. They averaged 82.4. They've been held to 75 here by the best defense in the league. Hogue foul will go to the line for 2. It's one slight advantage they've got right now is the foul count, which means they can stop the clock to try and score. DJ Hogue will go to the line. He's got a team third best 11 points after a slow start. 5 assists, a team high. Togashi limped off injured. And a team high 16 points. Team second best 4 assists. And team high 2 steals. Look at the line, needs them both, gets them both to make it a 5-point margin. Trap in the corner. They're throwing everything they can now on defense at ALVARK Tokyo. We play out of the pressure with a composed passing. A shot here comes close to sealing the win. Saiz for 3. Short, they're still breathing here. The Chiba Jets, they can make it a 1-possession game in the final minute. Hogue pulls up for the 3. Went for the hero shot. Got nothing. Wanted a bit more from Hogue, and you get it. Well, he was determined to be the hero, and he strapped on his superhero cape and flew to the rim. An emphatic second chance score to make it a 1-possession game. Rossiter drops it off, and Saiz will answer. $19 for Saiz, including 6 down the final stretch. 25.5 seconds to play. 5 the lead for ALVARK Tokyo. Hogue took the tough triple and got the offensive rebounds given back to him for the flying finish to make it a 3-point game, but Saiz cancels. A 58-point first half for ALVARK Tokyo. A 17-point lead. Then in the third quarter, into the fourth as well. An almighty comeback from Chiba Jets to go ahead from that 17-point deficit. Now the second wind for ALVARK Tokyo as they look to sail to the win. The Jets having Togashi limp off injured. But ALVARK Tokyo had already started their recovery at that point. Diligent on defense to poke it away. With every hustle play, with every point, with every tick of the clock, they get closer to a huge win. And a win that takes them even closer to the playoffs. Sagawa to inbound. Mooney puts it up. Can't get the bounce out of bounds. Which way? Still Jets ball, but time taken off the clock. They're down 2 shots. It was a challenge. Then Sadamitis. And this would kill off the Chiba Jets once and for all if they give possession to the home team. And looking at the out of bounds on the baseline to see who got the final touch. A challenge called for by the Lithuanian head coach of ALVARK Tokyo. Former 2-time Lithuanian League Coach of the Year. Former Lithuanian national team head coach. The man who as a player won the EuroLeague with Žalgiris, the club's only ever championship in 1999. Also an Olympic bronze medalist at Sydney 2000. Both of these two teams targeting the title at the start of the season. ALVARK Tokyo, a two-time champion. Chiba Jets, a one-time champion here in the B-League. Three-time runners-up as well, including a couple of seasons ago. It's a huge win that hangs in the balance as both look to finish in automatic playoff positions and as high in the seedings as possible for the postseason. Listen to the cheer. The coach's challenge wisely and successfully used by Dainius Adomaitis. The home team get the ball and surely get the win now. 19.1 to play, they're up by 5. Just keep the ball, avoid the turnover, and surely they keep the win. They get it in, that's the first challenge, they get the foul. Kebe will go to the line. And the Jets are hoping for missed free throws. There have been a few from the home team in this second half, who were 10 of 11, I think, at halftime. Only 1 of 5 in the second half. So 11 of 16 altogether for 68%. Kabe at the line is 3 of 3. He's 0 of 4 from the field today, but 3 of 3 at the foul line. He's a good shooter normally, 42% three-point shooter for the season. Averages 8.5 points a game. He's 4 of 6 from 3 for 14 points in the last game. He splits the pair, but he goes in hard for the rebound. It's grabbed by Rossiter, who's grabbed pretty much everything here today. The significance of the miss on that second one is it remained just a 2-possession lead for Tokyo, which kept the Jets in it, but then they can't grab the rebounds. And that's been a key part of this narrative right the way through the afternoon. 13 offensive rebounds for ALVARK, 5 more than the Chiba Jets. It was those offensive rebounds, 6 of them I think in the first quarter, that helped ALVARK Tokyo build up their initial big lead. And now the offensive rebound finishes the job, as they do go up by 3 possessions. And that surely is that, despite the best attempts of Mooney to bundle his way through. They don't want to foul, they don't want to concede more points than they need to. ALVARK Tokyo end the 4-game win streak of their close neighbours, the Chiba Jets. They do it behind 19 points apiece from Saiz and Rossiter. Rossiter had 14 rebounds as well for the monster double-double, including 7 offensive rebounds. And Saiz, who saw the points dry up for most of the second half, but then finished with a flurry with 6 points down the final stretch, as ALVARK Tokyo held off a resilient and relentless at times Chiba Jets, who came from 17 down to lead, but ultimately fell by 5. That's on the final stretch that also saw their star point guard Yuki Togashi fall and hurt himself and have to hobble away. Chiba Jets hobble away with their heads held high after that valiant attempt at a comeback, but now short-handed, and with the main focus being on the health of their captain Togashi. As for ALVARK Tokyo, what a team display. 6 scorers in double figures for Dainius Adomaitis' team. The 19 each for Saiz and Rossiter to lead the way, with 12 for Taves, who also had 6 assists, 5 rebounds and 0 turnovers. And then 10 each for Ando, Zach, who was big off the bench, and Baransky. The home team win it with their lower shooting percentages through the course of the game. The offensive rebounding count crucial in generating extra chances. Took 11 extra shots from the field to win it by 5 points. These two will go at it again tomorrow. Chiba Jets might have to go at it without Yuki Togashi. Togashi, who led them with 16 points in defeat before hobbling off with a few minutes to play. 4 assists and 2 steals as well. On the wrong side of the result, we also had 15 points, 5 assists and 4 rebounds from Hogue. An 11-point, 12-rebound double-double from Mooney. 14 points for Sagawa.
こんばんは。はい、皆さんこんばんは。Was very tough. Was very tough battle. Two different halves. You know, like unbelievable good offensively in the first half. But most important thing, I think, this is fighting spirit. Fighting spirit of all players. You know, like what effort they put on the floor. Okay, and on the second half, especially, okay, this defensively is unbelievable.
本当にタフなゲームだったんですけども、前半と後半と全く真逆な展開でありまして、前半は非常に我々オフェンスが、機能していまして点数入ったんですけども、やはり後半はやはり最後まで諦めない気持ち、ファイティングスピリット、何が何でも勝とうという気持ちが勝ったと思いますので、本当に今日勝ててよかったと思います。
さあこの厳しいゲームは明日も続きます。明日に向けてお願いします。
Most important, we need to have energy, especially from the bench, because tomorrow we need to play with much bigger rotation. So everyone, even who needs to give 1 minute or 2 minutes, needs to be ready to give this energy and this minutes on the floor.
本当に、明日2連戦で厳しいと思いますので、やはりベンチから出る選手、控えの選手、選手一人一人が、エナジーをしっかりとプレーして、2連勝を狙いたいと思いますので、引き続き応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。アドバイティスヘッドコーチでした。
Yeah, as coach Denius Adamaitis says, a game of 2 halves.
それでは本日のヒーローをご紹介していきましょう。
Was free flowing in the first half, 58 points at halftime for a team that only averaged 76.7 a game. The offense fell off a cliff in the second half, but they had to grind it out. They did that with a tremendous performance from that man there. He played large parts of the game on 4 fouls as well.
スティーブに来ていただきました。本日
11th
バ
appearance
ス
for
ケ
the
ッ
club.
トカウン
Steve
ト
Zach
も
finishing
何
with
本も
10
取ってくれま
points,
した。
7 rebounds
今日のゲーム振り返ってい
in
かがで
just
したか。
16 minutes.
Yeah, you know, having just joined the team, you know, a month ago, every day I feel like I'm finding my rhythm within them. The team's done a great job by involving me and then helping me along with this process. So I think just step by step, my game improves just with the chemistry.
本当に今日勝ててほっとしてますし、嬉しいと思いますし、まだチームに合流して間もないですけども、チームメイト全員が本当に、自分を支えてくれていますので、一つ一つステップアップしてから、今日みたいなパフォーマンスを続けて勝利に貢献したいと感じております。
16 minutes and 10
で
seconds
は
on court,
続
the
け
best
て
plus minus of
MC
all
の野
players
田幸輝君からお願いいたします。
in the game, a plus minus of
試合中どんな思いでプレーをしていますか？試合中どんな思いでプレーをしていますか？
試合のduring the game, how do you feel? What are you thinking about?
Yeah, during the game, you really just feel the energy of the crowd. You know, with the momentum changes and everything, you feel the atmosphere, and that kind of just gives you that extra boost during the game.
本当にファンの皆さんの、ね、声援をしっかりと受け止めてから、そのエネルギーをコートで発揮できるように、気持ちを最大限に高めて、毎試合挑んで頑張ってプレーしています。
幸輝君ありがとうございました。ではスティーブ、ファンの皆さんに最後メッセージをお願いします。
Yeah, great support today, and please bring the same support tomorrow, and we'll try to get the same result. ありがとうございます。
今日本当サポートありがとうございます。明日も厳しい試合になりますけれども、引き続き応援よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。一人目はダブルオースティーブ・ザックでした。 では続けてこの人
Big 16 minutes off the
Number
bench for him
10
today.
ザック・バランスキー
And Zach Baranski only averaging 11.5 minutes a game. Only 3 points, but an excellent three-point shooter, and he showed that today. One of those 6 scorers in double figures.
今日のゲーム振り返って
Hit a
聞かせ
couple
て
of
くだ
big
さい
threes in the second period.
勝ちました。
もう僕には冷たいんでインタビューは用意してます。
ありがとうございます。
はいではさつきちゃんからザックに質問まずお願いします。
バスケをやってて一番楽しい瞬間はどこですか？
いい質問だね。まあでも本当にこうやって試合勝ったり仲間と喜んだりする時間が一番楽しいのかなと思うし、まあ僕は本当にキッズたち特にザックーって叫ばれるとすごい嬉しいです。
さあさつきちゃんありがとうございました。続けてこうきくんからもお願いします。
今バスケのキャプテンをしているんですけど、キャプテンとしてのアドバイスとかありますか？
すごいなんだろうな、福澤選手とかみたいな真面目な選手いるとやりやすいけど、安藤とか大阪部みたいにちょっとわがままな子いると難しい部分もあるから、そういう子に優しく寄り添ってあげると、まあチームまとまりやすいかなと思います。
ということでこうきくんありがとうございました。ではザック最後ファンの皆さんにメッセージお願いします。
はい、今日も本当に最高の応援ありがとうございます。また明日すぐにタフなゲームが続くので、また最高の応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。ナンバー10ザック・バランスキー。
Picking up their 6th win in 7.
最後はこの人、ナンバー22ライアン。
They've done that despite arthrosclerosis leading the club as well towards the start of that run. They're only getting better. And Ryan Rossiter, a man who has taken on extra responsibility in that front line.
さあライアン本日のスタッツ19得点14リバウンドダブルダブル達成です。今日のゲーム振り返って聞かせてください。
You know, I thought the crowd was great. Energy was great the whole game. You guys really stuck with us in the third quarter and fourth quarter when we weren't playing so good. You guys really helped us out.
本当に前半は良かったんですけど、やはり後半少し苦しい時間帯がありましたけども、ファンの皆さんの後押しがありましたので、後半逃げ切って勝つことができました。ありがとうございました。
34 minutes, 20 seconds of playing time.
さあそんなライアンにはさつきちゃんから質問していただきましょう。
バスケ以外で得意なことは何ですか？
What are you good at besides basketball? Cooking, singing?
I'm a good cook.
料理がうまいそうです、ライアンは。
ちなみに得意料理は
A lot of steak, potatoes. I'll cook one day for everybody.
ポテトとかいろんな料理すりますけど、あれぜひね、今度、ライアンの手料理を、食べてくださいと言っています。
わあ、さつきちゃんいいな。さつきちゃんありがとうございました。ではライアン、最後ファンの皆さんにメッセージお願いします。
Like I said, you guys were great today. We need you back here tomorrow to support us. Another big game. So please come bring a lot of energy tomorrow. Thank you guys.
今日本当に応援ありがとうございました。今日勝てましたけども、明日もう一個勝てるように頑張っていきたいと思いますので、熱い応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。ナンバー22ライアン・ロシャー。
In the game, they were +8 in his 34 plus minutes on court today, ALVARK Tokyo.
テーブス君、さつきちゃんのちょっと胸見てもらえます？T シャツ今日作ってきたんですけど、どうですか？
もうめちゃくちゃ似てないですか？襟足までちゃんと書いてくれてありがと
う。ね、嬉しい T シャツ作ってくれましたので、また明日も、テーブス選手よろしくお願いします。ということでインタビュー野田幸輝ちゃん、そして渡辺さつきちゃんありがとうございました。では続きまして本日の冠試合、こちらのねリクルートスタッフィング様より MVP 賞が贈られます。 本日の MVP 賞はナンバー22ライアン・ロッシャー。
It just had to be the MVP in this one.
株式会社リクルー
Ryan
トスタッフィン
Rossiter
グ BPO プ
with
ロ
that
ジェクトマネジ
remarkable
メント部
all-round stat
青木
line.
舞子様にお願いいたします。
He's bringing it each and every
本日
game
リ
now.
クルートスタッフィングの特例
19 points over his season average of 11.9 coming into this one. 14 rebounds over his league fourth best average of 10.1. 7 offensive rebounds, more than double his season average. 5 assists over his season average of 4.2. And he did it all with only 1 turnover. Also had a steal on defense and played a game high 34 minutes and 20 seconds. ALVARK Tokyo weather a huge storm in the second half in which they gave up a 17-point lead to trail by 3 and ended up winning it by 5, 86-81 here in the capital. Big celebration all round at the end of a big result for ALVARK Tokyo in front of this big crowd of nearly 11,000 as they beat fellow title contenders and close neighbours, the Chiba Jets, who are well supported here as well. They do it without Leo Mendel, remember, one of their key players, their second top scorer through the season, who wasn't available today. Steve Zack stepping up in a big way in that front line in his absence, as to Ryan Rossiter. And the bigs important to the big outcome with all of those offensive rebounds and extra shots created off the back of them. What an experience for these fans who got a great game and then got some great insight from their players at the end of the win as well. ALVARK Tokyo continue to roll. One of the best performances of their season here. And they get one big step closer to a place in the playoffs with a positive seeding. Let's take a look back at some of the best moments. And what a journey it was from start to finish. They came out trading runs. ALVARK Tokyo then, off the back of limiting the defensive rebounds for the most part of the Jets, grabbing plenty of offensive rebounds, were able to open up a double-digit lead. A 10-point lead was close to 2 on a strong sequence from the Jets, but then very quickly ballooned to 17 and ended up at 14 at halftime. The Chiba Jets then won the third period by 11. After Tokyo had scored 58 first half points, they were held to only 8 in the third quarter. And the Jets came from 17 down, ultimately in 14 down at the half to lead by 3. Yuki Togashi was excellent in that part, as to the teenager Riku Segawa. But Togashi hobbled off injured down the final stretch. Big buckets from the captain, Baranski, including one that could have been a 4-point play. He was fouled on this one, couldn't complete the M1 opportunity. Then the points dried up for ALVARK Tokyo. Chiba Jets came back strong. DJ Hogue found his flow. And what a comeback it was, but what a recovery from that comeback for ALVARK Tokyo, who dug deep, shook off the disappointment and the doubt, and finished the stronger of the two, winning the final period by 2, 20-18, to win the game by 5. Their defense stepped up despite being in foul trouble, forced a series of turnovers. And on the inside, how impressive were their bigs? Biggest moment so far, perhaps in an ALVARK Tokyo jersey for Steve Zack, as he had the one big throwdown in the game. Togashi was trying to throw down the threes, to throw down the gauntlet. But ALVARK Tokyo survived the big scare. And Chiba Jets failed to complete the big comeback. It was a tough night for Chiba Jets top scorer Chris Smith through the season, the 14th top scorer in the league at 16.4 points per game. Chris Smith was held to less than half that in this one tonight. The number 34 for the Jets had a number done on him by the defense of ALVARK Tokyo, the league best defense of ALVARK Tokyo, holding Smith to only 8 points on 3 of 9 shooting from the field, 1 of 4 at the foul line. And that helped to limit the offensive output of the Jets as a whole. They were held below their season scoring average, an average that had been improving in recent weeks. And ALVARK Tokyo able to score more than 8 points. In fact, more than 9 points above their season scoring average. The offense have been struggling for ALVARK Tokyo. They've been building their playoff push off their defensive platform. But this afternoon, they had a bit of both. 6 scorers in double figures, 19 each for Saiz and Rossiter, 12 for Taves, and then 10 each for Ando, who fouled out in the end, Zach and Baranski. Coach Shadamitis talked about needing a big contribution from the bench over the course of the weekend. We want them to step up more so in the rematch tomorrow. Only 22 of their 86 points coming from the bench tonight. We'll need bigger contributions tomorrow. But of course the Jets may well go into that game without Togashi, which could be a game changer. As to the improvement in an ALVARK Tokyo jersey from Steve Zack, who's becoming and feeling more a part of the ALVARK family after arriving at the end of February. They moved the ball really well tonight. 20 assists for the team on their 33 made field goals with only 6 turnovers. So better than a 3-to-1 assist-turnover ratio. The Jets limited their turnovers in the end to only 5. Most of those coming in the first half. It was cutting out the turnovers in the second that opened the door for the comeback. So he shut the door, slammed the door in their face. The way he finished it with 6 points down the final stretch. After Yuki Togashi had gone off injured for the Jets. ALVARK Tokyo win it in the end, 86-81. You see those numbers, the better 2-point shooting for Tokyo, better 3-point shooting just about for the Jets, although both percentages low on the perimeter. Overall, though, from the field, the losing team shot the ball slightly better, 46% to 40%. The field goal shooting you don't see as a whole on that graphic, but they lost it because of the offensive rebounding count. 12 offensive boards for Tokyo, and only 8 for the away team. And also their struggles from the stripe, just 59% free throw shooting for the Jets at 17 of 29 as they lose the game by 5. It's been a pleasure having your company for this one. As we take a look at the scoring leaders, and only a few of those double-digit scorers fitting on that graphic. There was plenty of them in this one. 4, make it 5 double-digit scorers for the Jets, 6 for Tokyo in the end. But Togashi, the top scorer for the losing team, goes off hurt at the finish. And Saiz goes off at the finish with 6 of his 19 coming down the final stretch. Rossiter, the huge 19-point, 14-rebound double-double. More than double the offensive rebounds of anybody else in the game, had 7. As many offensive rebounds as the next best total rebounders on his team, Saiz and Zach. Mooney, the double-double for the Jets. 12 rebounds for him, 3 of which came on the ALVARK backboard. 6 extra rebounds as a team for Tokyo, including the 4 extra offensive rebounds through the course of the game. Those rebounds key, especially in the first half, to dictating the tempo, keeping the Jets' offense at bay. Look at the schedule to come as the teams play today and tomorrow. These two will go at it again. And that will be game number 49 of the 60-game regular season. These two teams both well placed to make the playoffs, even if one of them happens to fall to 3rd in their respective conference. They're likely to go through as a wild card option, but they want to go through with the best possible seeding to the postseason. This, a big win for the ALVARK Tokyo in trying to do that. From me, Tim Long, a pleasure having your company for it. We'll see you next time for more B-League action.